I'm Brian Van from SportWhiteTrackGear.com, and today we're going to do a video review on the Vortex version 2 rear sets. We'll start off with the packaging of the product. This is the box they came in. They did a really nice job. Each one of these rear sets was completely disassembled. There are two individual pieces of cardboard in there with the Vortex label on it, and they've basically vacuum packed, right? Shrink wrap everything right to the cardboard. They do a nice job. Everything was held firmly in place. Nothing was banging around against each other. The pieces all came perfectly protected, perfect condition. Let's go with instructions. What they're doing here, I think this works pretty well, but what they're doing here is they're giving you an exploded view that has kind of an index on which fastener they want you to use, whether you're going to use an OEM fastener or a provided fastener, whether or not they want it lubricated at any certain point, whether or not they want you to use some thread locker, right? And instead of a torque spec, I mean, they kind of show you for this one little bolt here that holds on the toe piece, right? They say do not over tighten, okay? So I guess what that means at the end of the day is use your head, right? It's a really small Allen bolt. You know, you just need to get it in there so it's tight enough. They are recommending that you put some lubrication points on here as well, and a little bit of thread locker, okay? So just take a look at this. I think it's pretty clear, and it's going to help you get the rear sets on the motorcycle. It also has a note right at the top to be installed by a certified mechanic only, for race use only. Obviously, like anything, that's a disclaimer, okay? If you're not comfortable working on your bike, take it to a mechanic, let them do it, because there's only two wheels. If one of them falls off, it's going to be a bad situation for you. There is also a note on here about the brake light switch compatibility. Vortex doesn't have any type of ability to reuse the stock brake light switch. Pretty common with aftermarket rear sets. You find very few kits that will allow you to use it. So they give you a note right here and a Vortex part number that if you want to use your rear brake light, you're going to have to use one of the hydraulically activated brake light switches. It replaces the banjo bolt on the rear master. Really easy to do, very affordable. So if you're a street guy or a guy that goes street to track, you need that rear brake light, you want to use it, you're going to need to pick up that banjo bolt light switch at the same time. Really affordable, easy to install. Let's talk about the part itself now. Version 2. What is different between this version and their previous version? As far as I can tell, two things. One, they used to have the levers mounted on the same axis as the foot pegs. They've changed that, they've moved that so they're on their own independent mounting point. And there is also a spring-loaded folding toe piece. They do that on the brake side as well as the shift side. I like it. These things are very modular. Every one of these pieces can be replaced independently, from the toe piece to the brake lever. There is a little plastic, like a Delrin slider, that's inserted in the end of the foot peg. The foot peg, it's got a pretty aggressive profile to it. You're definitely going to get some good solid traction from that. Aggressive edges, no question. This particular set that I have out here, this is for a 2009 up R1, okay? Lots of adjustability on this. I mean, you can clearly see this is the bracket that bolts right to the motorcycle. You have all of these different holes to choose from to move these things forward, down, up, rearward, down, up. Tons of adjustment. We've got double-sided bearings here in both the shift and the brake lever. Okay, they feel nice. You know, just a little bit of movement in them when it's mounted up tight, but pretty much what we're used to seeing. Nice quality anodized finish. You want to zoom in nice and tight, Josh? Give you a closer look at the shift side. On the R1, the shifter is mounted independently to the motorcycle. They give you some hardware to do that, so it does not mount up to the rear set bracket. Same concept as we had here on the brake side. Multiple holes to choose from, move it up and down. Foot pegs, easily replaceable. Vortex, made in the US. Their replacement parts are available from a few different distributors as well as directly from Vortex themselves, so they're readily available. On the website, For each individual bike, we try to call out whether or not they're GP shift compatible or not. This particular kit is. If you ever have any questions, right, whether or not it'll work GP shift, questions about the brake light, mounting questions, never hesitate to contact us. Shoot us an email to orders@sportbiketrackgear.com or give us a phone call toll free to 888-784-4327. We're a full service shop here, right? We take care of our customers start to finish. Every one of us here rides, races, track days, has worked on our bike. Need a little bit of advice, we're happy to talk you through it, whether it's helping to choose the right performance part for your motorcycle, or say you got your parts and you just need a little bit of assistance getting them installed, right? Somebody to talk you through it. We're here to do that. I'm Brian Van, sportbiketrackgear.com. These are the Vortex version 2 rear sets.